Chapter 5. He who has control over his tongue. In our daily life, we find ourselves entangled in a paradox of linguistic integrity. When we try too hard to sound impressive, we end up doing the opposite. It's like we are stuck in a talking trap where the more words we throw out, the more ordinary and out of control we seem. Think about it. Ever met someone who just won't stop talking, trying to explain something with as many words as he can? It often backfires. A surplus of words, rather than enhancing one's intellectual stature, has the curious tendency to render the speaker mundane, lost in the sea of the ordinary. Those who really know how to talk don't say much. They get that less is more. They carefully pick their words, making each one count. It's not about floating the conversation, but choosing the right moment to speak. The truly powerful, the master of rhetoric, understand the virtue of restraint. They wield their words with a precision that borders on the enigmatic. In the economy of expression, they find the room for influence. It is not the rapid fire of words that gets attention, but a sparse and calculated selection of words that resonates with authority. In the realm of discourse, ambiguity becomes a tool of empowerment. Instead of spelling everything out, leaving some room for interpretation can be powerful, especially in philosophical and political discussions. In Plato's writings, Socrates employs a method of careful questioning and avoids making absolute statements. Instead of providing clear answers, he encouraged his listeners to engage in critical thinking and self-examination, holding the strong hand in the discussion. Leonardo da Vinci said it best: "Oysters open up completely when the moon is full, and when the crab sees one, it throws a piece of stone or seaweed into the oyster, and the oyster cannot close again, so that it serves the crab for meat. Such is the fate of him who opens his mouth too much, and thereby puts himself at the mercy of the listeners." Similarly, we, in our eagerness to share, risk vulnerability. Just as the oyster can't retract once invaded, we might find ourselves unable to undo spoken words, subject to the whims of our audience. The lesson is clear. Like the oyster protecting its precious pearl, guard your words. Not every thought needs revealing. Strategic silence can be a shield. Knowing when to keep your thoughts to yourself in the art of speaking, discretion preserves the integrity of your words, averting the fate of becoming unwitting prey to the listener's interpretations. The art of withholding words is a delicate dance. Silence isn't a fit-all solutions kind of key. It is like a tool in your belt. Use it wisely. There are times when you gotta break the silence to clear the air. When it feels like your quiet act is raising eyebrows and insecurity levels, it's probably time to speak up. Further, the human psyche unveils the complexities of silence. It is not merely an absence of words, but a canvas upon which unconscious projections of others are cast. The analyst, much like the adept practitioners of silence, navigates the unspoken spaces with a keen awareness of the potential interruptions lurking in the shadows. Always avoid situations where unclarity can work against you. We are working on ourselves to be better. But we must not be arrogant. We must stay in the shadows, the darkness, until it is time to step into the light. Amateurs of the power game seek the light and get eaten. Power stays in the shadows.